The inaugural Visually Impaired Sports Awareness Festival Carnival will be launched tomorrow. It aims to promote healthy living through sports for those with vision impairment issues. Now, studies have found that taking part in sport can help people with disabilities socialise better.
And for more, we're joined by the festival's organising chairperson, Dr. Anna Tan from the Singapore National Eye Centre, and Ali Daud. He's a member of the Singapore Association of the Visually Handicapped. Thanks very much for joining us this evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anna, perhaps let's start with you. Let's talk about the motivations behind this upcoming festival. I believe it's the inaugural edition.
Yes. So I was very inspired on my recent trip to Lisbon on the number of visually impaired sports that's available to be played internationally. In Singapore, we do have some like rock climbing for the blind as well as tandem cycling. But a lot of these sports are very physically demanding and not suitable for the elderly to play. So we decided to bring in a sport like laser shooting, which can be more applicable for a wider audience, and even with people who are not so physically fit, they can still participate. As an ophthalmologist, when people have permanent visual impairment, they often feel very sad, they lose confidence, they can't leave the house. The only time they leave the house is to come and see me in the hospital for their medical consults. So we've decided to take this travelling carnival to each large eye department all over Singapore to motivate them to join these visually impaired sports. And so our carnival will be held. The first one will be in the Singapore National Eye Centre on the 19th, on the 20th in Tan Tock Seng, 24th will be in National University Hospital, and on the 26th will be in Changi General Hospital. And our launch will be tomorrow at SAVH.
Plenty up ahead, so congratulations on getting this whole initiative together.
Thank you.
Very excited. Ali, let's bring you in on the conversation here. Tell us something about your eye condition and some of the challenges perhaps that you face participating in sport.
Well, first of all, I'm diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa, RP in short, and this condition actually there's no cure. So I was born like that, yeah. So the challenges that people with visual impairment like myself in sports, I think there are many challenges. First of all, the venue for the sports. It has to be accessible for the blind, user-friendly for the blind, and that's something I think many blind faces like myself. Secondly is the fear of falling and the fear of getting injured or injury during the sports. So that's the challenges that many people face. And the third one, the fear of whether the sports, the person handling the sports, the coach, the volunteers that assist the blind person like myself, are they well trained in proper training to handle the blind person? So all these things actually adds to a lot of obstacles for the blind to come forward to do sports. And I think what is important here is the trust. If you can build the trust in that visually impaired like myself to tell me that this sport is safe, I will definitely, once I overcome that trust and able to have confidence in you, I will come forward to join the sports. Yeah.
I think also compounding matters, like what Anna mentioned just now, is coming out of the shell, right? You know, taking that first step to come out and socialize and make friends and just focus your mind on other things besides the disability. How does playing sports in a group or in isolation sort of improve that?
Obviously, you go for training, right? It encourages you to leave the house. It provides you a goal. You get motivated. You can be active. It connects you with people, like you say, and also some other people with visual impairment may be a good inspiration for you. The other thing is also that it trains other senses. You know, when you lose your sight, you need to depend a lot on your other senses. And obviously, Ali will know much more about that. But sports allows you to train all these other senses, and this may help you even in your daily life.
Ali, you described earlier the challenges, the adequacy of training of those who help you, the fear of falling. But sports has changed your life. Can you quickly, you know, just let us know how?
Well, I think over the years, a lot of AI and also technology have improved safety for the sports for the visually impaired. So majority of the sporting activities can benefit the visually impaired. Example, you become more self-confident. Secondly, you become more self-belief in you and self-achievement. And you can use these things that you build through sports to help you in your daily job. For example, I'm a trained counselor at the British Council, so it helps me to become more self-confident in my work, self-belief that I can do the job better, and self-achievement. That means I'm more focused to achieve what I want to achieve, and I believe in myself. And lastly, I would say that, it gives you that sense of belonging. When you do sports, you have that self-belief and self-belonging that I belong to something, to a team, to a sports. Like what Dr. Anna Tan said, we need that, because if not, we become a lonely group of blind people, rotting away. So we don't want that. We want people to be more exposure. So with that in place, I urge every corporate company out there to come forward to help people like myself, visually impaired. We need your support to come forward so that we can actually make this event, not just the launch, the weekly carnival, a success for the future. Yes.
Well, you heard Ali there, everybody. Ali and Anna, thank you very much for putting the importance of sports therapy into perspective there, especially for the visually impaired. Thank you very much. Organising Chairperson Dr. Anna Tan from the Singapore National Eye Centre and Ali bin Daud, member of the Singapore Association for the Visually Handicapped there.